Hello, everybody. My name is Mark, and welcome back to another GorillaBots podcast.
So we're the GorillaBots, and on this podcast, we talk about all things science and robotics related. We're here with Mark, Caden, and myself. And for today's topic, we talk about robotics in healthcare. So without further ado, Caden.
Okay, so where do we even start with such a massive field?
I think we should first start with the different kinds of robots in healthcare. So there are different types of robots in healthcare, but most of them are surgical assistant robots, modular robots, service robots, social robots, mobile robots, and autonomous robots.
Okay, so what does each one do?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of robots in healthcare. There's a lot of them, but there are some surgical assistant robots, modular robots, mobile robots, service robots, social robots, autonomous robots. There's so many to choose from.
Okay, so what does each one do?
Well, the surgical robot's purpose is to make existing surgical treatments better and more reliable. With those robots, surgeries can go faster and easier.
Interesting. So what would these robots do?
Well, these robots make smaller incisions and make the recovery time much shorter. It can also share what the surgeon is seeing with everybody in the room. Okay, so modular robots now. Modular robots are used to support patients' rehabilitation efforts. These robots help track process as patients improve and monitor a patient's form as they exercise, along with other things.
Okay, so what about service robots?
Well, for service robots, they're designed to help healthcare professionals by having robots do routine tasks that healthcare professionals would usually do. After the tasks are done with the robot, they'll send a report. This definitely helps remove a lot of workload off of a healthcare personnel and free space for more important tasks. And social robots, this type of robot is definitely more important for the patient's health, especially their mental health. These robots will interact with the patients and encourage them to follow treatment, along with helping their morale.
So, from what I'm understanding, the mobile robots move patients across the hospital.
Yeah. But along with moving patients, they can also perform different tasks in the hospitals. They're usually along a track or moved with a wire. The final type of robot is autonomous robots. Autonomous robots can let physicians provide care even if they're far away through remote control. With remote control, the physician can self-navigate to many rooms in the hospital and can facilitate on-screen consultations along with cleaning and disinfecting rooms.
Okay, so now that we covered all types of robots, let's discuss real robots and innovations being used in the healthcare field right now. The first one being Tug. Tug is an autonomous robot that can carry almost anything across the hospital. It can carry up to 453 kilograms. Whoa. It can carry carts, racks, or bins of medication. Hey. Tug can also be requested by healthcare staff. Tug also has a touchscreen interface. This makes transporting medicines and other materials across the hospital so much easier. But what do you guys think about it?
I don't know, it's cool. The fact that, it can carry up to 453 kilograms is, wow. And, it has, it can carry racks, carts, bins of medication. It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Another very cool and happy robot is Sam.
Oh, I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, so this is basically a human-sized concierge that has a smiling face. Sam will check in frequently with long-term patients. This could be used in hospitals, but also in senior living facilities.
All right, not to be negative, but a human-sized concierge staring at you, I don't think that would make me better. What do you think? What do you think about this? The fact that a robot is staring at you while you're recovering, I feel that's just weird. You wake up, you expect a human or a doctor to be like, hey, how you doing? No, it's a robot staring at you being like, how are you? That's scary.
They probably have human voices, I think.
Have voices, they're not
good. With certain animations, if it has good frame rate and everything, I feel like it'd just be kind of nice. Or maybe it walks. I could see how it being a giant just metal thing just coming at you, but it's not superhuman.
It looked like Terminator, you know?
If you look at it,
it'd be creepy for me personally.
But if you look at it, it's almost like a box. It's a nice curved screen, which is also nice. So I don't know. I feel like it's nice and warming. But, anyways.
The next one can also help with the elderly. They're called social companion robots. They're made for the elderly patients from keeping them lonely. But this can definitely and should be for other people because loneliness, everybody experiences it, and it's a big problem for anybody stuck in bed or who needs a little visit from family. What do you think?
It could definitely just be a moral booster, just someone to talk to, which is always nice to have. But at the same time, a robot, it's kind of hard to mimic what humans would say, and it'd be a little weird. like me.
I mean, like Siri.
Oh,
We have
Siri.
Siri. I mean, do you
Yeah.
find Siri weird?
Well, Siri is different because it just gives you information. This.
I see what you're saying. All right. So
So this next robot, it's a really small robot that is housed in a pill that dissolves once swallowed.
Whoa.
Once the pill dissolves, the robot will unfurl. It's like a really small robot and can help with a multitude of things. It can remove foreign objects or patch wounds. It can also crawl and swim through the bloodstream. And this is only what it can do now. In the future, it can do so much more because this thing is basically like a really small piece of, like, just imagine like a piece of paper. Origami. You can basically fold a piece of paper into anything with origami, right? So imagine that, but it can be used for anything, not just in the body. If you like times this up, it can be used in space. It's really cool technology. What do you think about it? I guess
the fact that it's like in a pill and like you swallow it and then it like emerges out of the pill. I feel like it's a bit weird having like the small robot like just crawling inside of you with like.
Well,
a parasite.
if you're really sick, though, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's for a good cause, right? It's for a good cause, so it's.
And
Yeah.
this robotic origami can also be used for a bunch of other things. Like, for example, VR. It can actually be used because with this technology, it can basically like touch receptors and stuff. It like just moves, and you can feel the sensation of touch. I saw like some videos on it. It's a really cool thing.
Also, wait.
Yeah.
I know this is a weird thought.
And in space,
but,
like, it can go outside the space station and, like, just imagine just, like, it grabbing things and, like, putting it together.
Wait.
Because it's origami.
Wait.
You can make it into anything.
Wait, let me think about it. So it's inside of a pill.
This thing, yeah.
This current one we're talking about, it's inside of a pill, and, like, you, like, what, swallow it or something?
I think you swallow it.
And then it, like, emerges out. What if you drop that pill? Also, like, what activates it to, like, come out of the pill?
Most pills, like, how when you swallow most pills, they just dissolve into medicine, goes down. You know what?
So like in theory, if you had that like tablet like pill thing and you poured like acid on it or something and it dissolved away like or like water like dissolved away the like thing,
Yeah.
the robot would emerge.
Well, it comes out of it, yeah.
So you just have like
It's
this
inside
tiny,
the pill.
you just have this tiny robot just crawling over. Like say you drop some pills, you accidentally pour some water. Now you just have tiny like robots just crawling all over you.
Dude, this
Well,
is
no,
legit.
it's literally like a piece of paper.
Oh, really?
This just sounds like a government conspiracy, doesn't it? There's robots inside of you.
What? Oh, ew,
That looks cool.
That's weird. I don't
Viewers,
like that.
I wish you
That
could see
looks
this. This looks so cool.
That looks like there's. Oh my god, that's just. Oh,
If
what?
you want to see it, it's origami robot in healthcare, but
It looks a lot. It looks like there's a tiny like baby
I
like
think this is it.
thing that's like
I think this is it.
that just looks like oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
this is- That's the
unfolded.
pill. That's the pill, I think.
it's clear. Okay.
It's kind of weird.
All right.
It's
But cool.
it's pretty cool.
Okay.
And like with origami, you can make anything with origami, so you know. Anyways,
Okay, so our second to last is the exoskeleton. The exoskeleton can let paralyzed individuals walk, stand, and even have more stamina. This is super amazing because usually when you're paralyzed, you can't move, like, not at all. And it can definitely get you down. But then being able to use this exoskeleton and be able to walk, stand, and have more stamina, I think it's definitely a confidence boost. What do you guys think?
yeah, and I also think that we don't just have to use this for like paralyzed. Like it's great because they can move again, kind of, right? It'll boost their stamina. It'll do all that stuff. We can also use this for, like, regular people to make us stronger. And so we can, like, lift heavier things, too, right? Like, imagine if, like, a building crumbled, right? We could just use extra strength to pick that stuff up and save more people, really. Like,
That's
police
cool.
officers.
That's cool.
Like, imagine if, you know, I mean, it'd be big and bulky and it wouldn't be used in all situations, but, right.
True. Okay, so like the final one for this podcast. Sadly, the podcast is ending. I know you're all crying. We're sorry. Okay, you better be crying. So anyway, the final one for this podcast is the Da Vinci surgical system, which it's quite popular. Like I've heard of it. I think it's being used here locally. I've heard of it.
No, yeah, it's used at Arnott.
Yeah.
Maybe Guthrie.
I think it's on. I'm pretty sure.
It's definitely Arnott. Arnott definitely has it.
Yeah. So it's so cool. So basically, the Da Vinci system is a surgical assistant robot that helps with surgeries. It has 4 arms and can help with the surgery. The system also has an immersive screen for the surgeon from the camera in the robot, which will show everything a surgeon will usually see when they're doing a surgery, but instead from across the room. This robot also allows for health personnel to see what the doctor sees, as well as being able to communicate with the surgeon through the surgery. Other benefits are small incisions and faster recovery. The robot also comes with different attachments for surgeries. The Da Vinci, that's a pretty cool name, not gonna lie, just makes a surgery much more efficient and doesn't require a surgeon. Wait, really?
Well, it does. It just doesn't require the surgeon to be hovering over the patient. They can be like across.
Oh, so it's like there's like
there are these little hand finger things, and they can move 360 degrees, so they can do whatever they want with super precise small incisions and faster recovery.
Yeah, so it's efficient, less mistakes usually, and less period of time to recover, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this
is definitely like leading the pack.
Definitely, I've seen this all over the place. Like this is probably like
you've seen the system, right?
I've seen pictures of it. I've never seen it in person, but
yeah, it's it's with the floor.
Yeah. I've seen this. It's kind of cool, and also like the idea of like because like a human we're not perfect. Robots aren't perfect either, but they get close to perfection more than us. Like if there's like a small humans are still doing it, but true.
It's just more efficient.
Yeah, but it's more efficient and like small, like
super small.
Like your hand, like say you're like doing a like small, very small incision. Like if you mess it up, this person sadly
bleeds out or something.
Bleeds out, dies. Who knows? But if you have this robot, you're still doing it, but it can sort of not. There's less chance for error, I guess. I mean, like what do you guys think? What do you think? You want to add to this or something?
Well, I mean, I'm not. Of course, we're both not like medical professionals, so.
Wait, is it? No, but you're.
Yeah, but we're both not medical professionals, but I've seen some videos too on it, and it is just
one with the grape. There's like
there's
like a surgery of a grape and a banana and stuff. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it's super precise, and those were the older versions. Those were older versions.
There's newer versions.
There are also like attachments too.
Oh, okay. Well, dang. Well, this podcast episode was super fun. Right?
I mean, talk about a bunch hopefully you came
enjoyed
out a little bit smarter. Yep.
And we'll be back soon, right?
Thank you to Advent Health University. I got a lot of information or where I started from, so.
Yep. Thank you so much, Advent Health University. Thank you for watching our podcast. This has been the GorillaBots. Thank you so much. See you guys next time.